I refused to go on a family outing when my husband agreed to take his niece. My sister-in-law and her family had been crashing at our place since July, waiting for their new house to be ready in September. They'd been here a whole month already. Both her and her husband worked almost every day, which meant I was stuck watching their 9-year-old kid constantly. Even when they were home, they kept dumping their daughter on me. I started sneaking out my own back door just to avoid getting cornered. But when they went anywhere fun, my kids weren't invited. 2 weeks ago, we drove to this huge amusement park about an hour away. My sister-in-law guilt-tripped my husband so hard he almost canceled the whole thing. He finally caved and bought his niece a ticket too. The very next day, they took off to a different amusement park and told my kids no, because they wanted alone time with just their kid. So basically, I was expected to include their kid in everything, but my kids got nothing back. On Friday, I finally snapped. I was taking my kids on a walk around the block and my sister-in-law insisted her daughter come with us. I told her no. I said from now on, unless I specifically invited the child myself, she wouldn't be tagging along anymore. I also told her she needed to find actual childcare because I was done babysitting for free. She acted all hurt and said she only thought it would be nice for the kids to hang out together. Total manipulation move. My husband had secretly planned this surprise trip to a brand new water park for Saturday. The kids had no clue. I was in our bedroom packing towels, sunscreen, snacks, all the usual stuff you need for a water park trip. Then his niece walked in wearing her bathing suit and carrying a packed bag. I looked at my husband and asked what was going on. He said his sister overheard us talking the night before and begged him to bring Chloe along. I just started unpacking everything. I told him they should all have fun without me. I wasn't being dramatic or yelling, just completely done. He asked what I was doing and I said I was finished. I told him I'd take my kids somewhere else and he could enjoy his day with his niece. He stood there looking confused, like he didn't understand why I was upset. I grabbed my keys and told our kids to get in the car. They were confused too because they still didn't know about the water park surprise. I drove them to this indoor trampoline place about 20 minutes away instead. We spent the whole day there. My kids jumped until they were completely exhausted and we got pizza after. They had a blast. My husband kept texting me asking where we were. I didn't answer until we were driving home. I sent him one message saying we went to have our own fun day. When we got back that night, his sister was in my living room. She started crying saying I was being cruel to an innocent child and ruining her daughter's summer. I told her she'd been ruining my summer for a month by treating me like free help. Her husband jumped in saying I was being selfish and that family helps family. I laughed and said if that's true, then why didn't my kids get invited to their amusement park trip? He went quiet. My husband tried playing peacekeeper saying we all just needed to communicate better. I told him the communication was crystal clear. His sister expected everything and gave nothing. I said until they started paying rent or at least contributing to groceries, I wasn't doing any more favors. My sister-in-law grabbed her daughter and stormed into their room. My husband slept on the couch that night. The next morning, his mom called me. Apparently, my sister-in-law had been crying to her all night about how mean I was. His mom said I should be more understanding because they were going through a hard time with the move. I asked her if she'd let someone live rent-free in her house and expect free childcare every single day. She got quiet. Then she said family is supposed to sacrifice for each other. I told her sacrifice goes both ways and hung up. My sister-in-law started looking for their own temporary place after that. They moved out 2 weeks later into some extended stay hotel. My husband was mad at first saying I drove his sister away.